I got some feedback from last week, and it ain't good.
Aww.
It ain't good.
You know, we kind of knew that, though.
We did.
We felt bad about it.
You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
We shouldn't eat so much on the air.
Yes. Not that we shouldn't
Yeah.
eat so much on the air. It's that we shouldn't eat at all on the
Yeah,
air.
well, I get it.
Yeah, doesn't make for good radio.
It sucks for
No.
us, though, because I'm generally hungry this time of the morning.
Yeah, I want another one of those brats.
I came down. Oh, okay. So I got a story about those brats. I bought a 6-pack of both of those flavors that we tried,
Yeah.
and I served them up to my family. And Riley, the oldest 18-year-old stepson of mine,
Sure.
acted like he had the gag reflex
Oh,
from
come on.
from the Philly cheesesteak brats.
You made him sleep outside. Didn't
Oh.
you?
Exactly, and we loved those.
Yes.
I wanted to just slap him upside the head.
Yep.
That
That's
doesn't even
warranted.
make sense to me.
I didn't understand.
I
it
never
either.
thought there would be a human that wouldn't
No.
like that, not like that.
Anything with anything. I'm betting there's baby amounts of green pepper in there, minimal, tiny little baby
Like a
bits.
sweet pepper?
Who
can't-
knows?
oh.
That deserves a slapping.
I know. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, so I ate them all. Fine by me.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul there.
I'm glad that worked out for you.
So yeah. Anyway, there will be no more food testing on down the Cheezehole. We're trying to keep our listeners listening.
Just keep them in general.
I came in the day after we put the podcast live, and I said to Andy, I said, I got some negative feedback yesterday. He goes, so did I. We both got the
Too
same
much
thing.
eating.
Too much eating, not enough talking.
Yeah, I think we kind of lost sight of the podcast and started focusing on ourselves a little bit too
Well,
much
what
there.
can eat are goats can now eat in the Wausau Island parks. What
Yeah.
are the Wausau Island parks? I'd never heard of these.
Yeah, I hadn't either.
Well, they're in the middle of Wausau, like in the Wisconsin River.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Down by Lake Wausau.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fished that a couple times.
But so this isn't official yet, but they're gonna get some goats. That's what they're working on.
Can
is
goats
bringing in
swim?
goats.
I don't know. They can climb up a vertical mountain,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
But Madison actually started this program last year where they brought in goats to eat invasive species.
Yeah.
So Wausau wants to try the same thing as a cute cost-saving measure.
pretty cool idea. I mean, there's like
Is there no maintenance on the goats other than you just drop them on the island and let her rip?
Sounds-
I think that's
sounds
what
good,
the
yeah.
plan is anyway. I mean,
I
things
would
like,
steal the goat.
that's exactly what I was asking. If people are stealing statues, I was going to bring this up. They're going to take the goats.
I would take that goat in a second.
Yeah,
So they eat buckthorn and honeysuckle,
which is
are-
good because
they eat
buckthorn is like
buckthorn?
nothing eats buckthorn.
Yeah.
I actually looked it up. They prefer buckthorn. They love it.
And I know that's a problem up here. I think we
It
should
is.
get we should get some
Huge.
goats.
Deer don't eat them.
We should talk to our town powers about bringing goats in and
Just
let
wild-
them
let 'em run
free.
through.
Let them free.
Yeah.
So
Apparently it works.
we were driving, or I was driving on Highway 29 last week, and when you're on 29, I think it's just west of Shawano, there's that big farm kind of up on the hill with a big fenced-in pasture. Well, they had goats, and there's like a dozen goats all standing up on top of this rock. It was the funniest thing I've
love
ever seen,
that.
like a tiny little rock
Yeah.
and like goats just standing on it.
My parents have. I mentioned before that they have llamas, and they have
know.
a goat that climbs on top of the llamas.
That's so
Oh,
cool.
man.
So I don't know how it jumps up there, but so the llama's just standing there, just
No
I don't know,
way.
hanging out. Goat jumps up on top of the llama,
And the llamas
just stays
don't
on.
care?
Oh, that doesn't like it. It starts to like.
But the
That's
goat
so
likes it.
cool.
Yep.
I have never seen a goat that I didn't want.
I know.
I never have.
And goats are kind of becoming like a trendy thing, and I get why. Because they're hilarious.
Those fainting goats?
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are so messed up. It makes me feel bad every time I see
Well,
one.
yeah. Do you know why they do that?
Because they're scared, I
Well,
assume?
they were bred that, like, once that was discovered, they were bred that way, and they were basically like the canary in the mine shaft. So if danger would come, your whole herd wouldn't get chewed up by a wolf. That one would faint and get eaten while the other ones ran away.
So he had to sacrifice himself?
Basically.
Yeah.
That's why that
Poor little
breed
guy.
is there. Yeah.
The fainter had to take one for the team.
Yep.
He's a kamikaze goat. Wow. So anyway, they're going to pop these goats on the islands
They're-
in Wausau.
they're
and
working on it, yeah.
They're going to eat buckthorn.
Yep, that's what it says. Yeah, so right now the city has kind of have a forbidden animal ordinance or whatever that they gotta go back and amend and get around. And
I feel like if they buy a dozen, they're going to need 2 dozen because 12 are going to go missing.
Yeah, guaranteed. Yep. Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I liked that story.
bring in the goats.
Well, the one thing that could put an end to the goats too is Rex the alligator, who escaped from the zoo in Bonduelle and swam up the Wisconsin River.
Yes, yes.
Ate a goat.
Now,
Okay, that part of that's not true.
Okay, yeah. Part of that's not true because Rex was found.
Yep.
Rex was returned to the zoo, and actually Rex was never a threat to a goat or to a human, because Rex is really old and has severe arthritis and can only open his mouth about 1 inch.
Well, who is Rex? First of all, we got to
An alligator.
An alligator that
from
went
the Bondwell Zoo.
went missing from Doc's zoo.
But how did he get out?
It says that they were moving the alligators, Rex and some of his closest friends, from their enclosure that they stay in the winter where it's cold to their outside enclosure. And just like an old jailbreak on the exchange, he made his break for
But
it.
how quickly can an arthritic alligator move? That was my question.
Apparently quick enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is he on what, like glucosamine or glycosamine? What is that stuff you use for joints?
Don't know.
Alligator joints.
Well, I'm reading this article. Did you? Okay, so this thing, it says, at first it lists Doc's Zoo, and then later down it says Doc's Harley Davidson has been providing long-term care and sanctuary for exotic animals for over 30 years. Is this zoo at a Harley Davidson?
Well, you know what Doc's is right in Shawano there.
I don't know what Doc's is in Shawano.
Oh, it's so like you're going on Highway 29. It's
Okay.
right where I saw the goats. So on Highway 29, heading toward Green Bay. If you're
Just
heading-
went there this weekend.
If you're heading east toward Green Bay,
Right,
on the
yep.
right-hand side, Doc's has like a, I don't want to call it a strip mall because it doesn't look like a mall, but he's got his massive Harley Davidson deal. He's got like a smokehouse
Oh, I think I do know what
barbecue
you're talking
thing.
about. I think I do know what you're talking
And
about.
then he's got like another antique thing. It's like a whole amusement area.
Right on the side of 29.
Yeah, right
yep.
off of 29.
Yep,
Like,
I think I do know
Like
what
in
it's-
between Shawano and Green Bay. Kind of.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's on our side, if it's on the west side of Shawano or the east side of Shawano. I thought it was on the west side of Shawano.
I think it's on the east side.
Well, this has
I think, but
this,
yeah.
This keeps listing Bonduelle as the place. So
Yeah, Bondwell.
Yeah.
I don't. Is that Bond?
I don't know.
technically
Bondwell's up
Bondwell?
for, like by Crivets, and that's more north. Like
It could still be. You know how those
Yeah, I don't-
town ofs
Yeah.
stretch a long ways.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Crivets, all Bondwell, all that is all, all that region.
but he's found. He's back home.
yep.
Like, how did they find him? And he's just like, hey, there's an alligator in my backyard. I don't think it's supposed to be here.
How did they find him? Does it say?
Mine's loading, so
I think some kids from Minneapolis took him.
Oh,
probably
Yeah.
Minnesotans.
Well, so if the one thing the alligator did do while he was free is he scared deer away from Highway 29, which led to fewer accidents. And so there were some scientists with nothing better to do but then to try and come up with one positive for wolves. And they somehow, I want to know the science behind
Yeah.
this.
Thank you for stating it that way too.
Yeah.
The one positive.
The headline is wolves scare deer and reduce auto collisions 24%. Study says.
yeah. This seems like something some lobby put out because there was, the deer or the wolf hunt was big news in Wisconsin, and some people were upset about that we're killing the wolves, and and I feel like this is a little bit of propaganda.
sure.
Like, we see how good the wolves are, we need them
It's
because then we
total
won't
propaganda.
Then we
It's
won't die
total-
in car crashes.
What like first of all, I read this headline. I saw this headline as well. This is one of the stories that you and I both found this week. And when I read this, I'm thinking, okay, 24%.
That's significant.
Yes,
That's huge.
not 2.4%,
Right.
because like a wolf was standing next to a highway and a
Yep.
deer got. And in fact, it doesn't make sense to me that it would reduce it at all
No.
because they chase deer.
Yeah,
And-
they should be. Yeah,
And you know what I find funny about this too? They're saying that it scares deer populations away from linear landscape features, including roads, that wolves often prowl. So because the wolves are on the road, you don't hit deer, but now you're hitting wolves. So what?
Well, this makes no sense to me.
No.
24%.
Yeah.
24%
I think they got to
reduction.
do a little more research on this one.
The research was published in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of the Sciences. It doesn't.
Who did the
Sounds
study?
made up.
It just keeps saying scientists found, researchers found. It doesn't list who
It wasn't
did
a
the-
university or a.
I don't know. It says researchers looked at data from Wisconsin. I don't know.
Yeah.
24% reduction
I don't know about that.
in auto collisions. That makes no sense to me. The only thing that would possibly make sense to me is that if they can reduce the deer herd by 24%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
no
would make
kidding.
sense.
Hence, then you'd have 24% less collisions.
I mean, how would you even go about studying that? Front thing, you have to compare it to everything. The technological advancements of cars that brake for you now. There's all sorts of things that
Yeah.
are going to go into
to
that.
say that wolves.
Right.
Yeah, you'd literally have to be like sitting on the side of the road,
Yeah.
observing, like, I think that wolf is about to scare that deer,
Deer.
the proper direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That car would have struck that
Well,
deer.
I'm glad you used the proper word for what you called
I said
this.
propaganda.
Yeah, propaganda.
Yeah.
That was a good word. Will you guys keep an eye out for our own propagandist when she comes down?
Yes, I will let you know.
Where should we go from here, I guess?
Well,
You got one? You got a favorite?
I mean, I have one that kind of is, I don't know if it's a favorite, but I think it's kind of funny.
Well, I'm waiting.
There was a man in Wood County that was injured in a robbery, an armed robbery, and the man that did it is still at large. But he shot a dude in the stomach with a BB gun.
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't
Yeah.
understand what the injury was. I mean, although some of
There
those
really
modern
isn't.
BB guns are.
Yeah, I don't
pretty
think this was
badass.
one because they said his injury was minor and he did not need medical treatment. But
He
this,
goes, ow!
yeah, owie. But this
Stop.
this good Samaritan is driving down the road and he sees a man hunched over on the side of the road, like in pain or agitated or something. So he pulls over to help him.
Right.
The guy who's faking this injury pulls out a BB gun, shoots him in the stomach, takes his wallet, and is still at large.
Wait,
Oh my
wait.
gosh.
Yeah.
I should have read this closer.
Yeah.
He took his wallet after he shot him with a BB gun?
Yeah, he can. Yes, the suspect demanded his wallet. A confrontation took place, and the man said he got shot in the stomach with a BB gun.
Well, we've decided to totally eliminate Eric from the show just because as much as people hate us eating, they hate Eric.
Yeah.
But I think that we have to do some type of field test on shooting someone in the gut with a BB gun.
It's got to be like a little pistol,
seeing
you'd
if they're
think, right?
incapacitated long enough to take their wallet.
It'd have to be like a little BB gun pistol. I
don't
don't know.
know.
The whole thing is funny. He was described as mid-20s, clean-shaven. At the time of the shooting, he was wearing a green shirt and jeans.
So
he
hopefully,
has not been located.
Yeah, hopefully he hasn't changed because
Right, right, because we can still get this guy.
Anytime you see a guy in blue jeans and a green shirt, you get a little scared.
Yep.
Hope he doesn't have a gun on him.
Yeah.
BB gun on him. So, did you shop at the General this week?
I sure did.
The $5 at the General brought to you by ruggedgear.com, RUGIDGEAR.com.
I cleaned up.
Oh, I can't wait.
This is by far the heaviest bag that I've brought back from the General.
Oh my goodness, it's full.
It is full.
It is a full. I'm surprised that the Dollar General bag didn't blow out with what I see how much is coming out of there.
Oh, the receipt even looks long.
Oh yeah. $4.91.
Under budget.
So you
too.
were 9 cents under and still got a full bag from the Dollar.
$4.91.
What gave you such a jackpot this week?
This
Like,
week, 70% off Mother's Day
Really?
gifts. Yeah.
Well, to say I'm excited is an understatement.
Let's hold on to those for next year.
Yep. So I got a lot of Mother's Day stuff. I got this little sign here that says, "First, my mother."
Why are you shaking it?
It's got
'Cause
stuff
it's
in it.
got glitter
I
in
couldn't
it.
see that.
You know, that would be better without the glitter in it. You can't
It's-
even read it.
The glitter's, yeah. First, my mother,
Garbage.
forever my friend.
Oh,
Yeah. So there's,
The glitter is just dumb.
ridiculous.
It
Yeah,
is.
get that
What's
out
the
of
point
there.
of the glitter?
yeah, that's a mess. This thing was 75 cents.
Yeah, that seems a little high, but okay.
Seems a little high.
Let's show that to the
Here,
people at home.
I got a big mug, which I might take home to my wife. This says "Best Mom Ever." It's a 20-ounce big mug.
That
actually
I
a nice
like.
mug,
That
yeah.
would be excellent.
That's
for
like a soup mug.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah.
This was
Same
60
page.
cents.
No.
60
You
cents.
should have bought all of those, and we should try to resell those on Amazon.
So there's a big mug.
How many of those were left?
There might still be one there.
That's enough.
You know what we should do is turn this into a segment to see what we could get for this stuff on Amazon reselling.
Flipping it.
Well,
Yeah,
the problem
we're
is it has a
flipping.
giant $2.
Yeah, we can
printed. Okay.
fix that.
Okay.
About another little knick-knack sign that says, "May your coffee be strong and your kids' naps long." This was also This was the same price as the mug.
You know, all of this crap just fills landfills somewhere because who's buying it?
I
are.
got this one that says, "Thou shall not try me, Mom 24/7."
Oh,
Like-
almost
Oh, I
like a
like that.
proverb.
Like a Bible
Yeah.
verse.
Yep,
yeah.
like a. Yep.
That's funny. It's a good one.
What does it say again? Thou shalt not try me. Thou shalt not try me, Mom, 24/7. Okay, it's a good one.
I got a.
These are good set decorations, if nothing else.
I got a tumbler that says
Wow.
"Mom of the Year."
Are you kidding me?
Nope. Yep.
And there's more.
This was $1.50.
Come on.
Oh, that's a lot.
Not for a
that's by
tumbler.
this bag standards.
This is the most expensive item. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And then I got some socks. This pair of socks says "Wife, Mom, Boss."
Well, in that order, or do
does.
you read it up the other way? Boss, mom, wife.
Whatever you choose. So I'm gonna wear those socks.
Though I like that grippy action on
I
the
do
bottom
too,
of those
actually.
socks.
Yeah,
You're
be
gonna
good
wear
for-
those socks, you said?
Might as well. I got another pair of socks that says "Best Mom Ever."
I'll wear
Another
those.
grip action sock. I like those grip actions.
Nice for hardwood.
Yeah,
Laminate.
yeah,
And then-
linoleum.
Yeah.
Just sitting on the shelf.
Another pair.
No, not
one.
a pair. Not a pair.
Did you
just
have to pay
one.
for that?
World's coolest mom.
Wait.
Did you pay for that?
Did you
steal
one
that?
sock or did you take it?
Did you steal that?
No, do not admit to theft on the air. But how did we end up with one sock?
Okay, it did not have a match. It was just on the shelf, on its own. I bought all the socks, so this was. I emptied the box, and this was the last one, and I may have walked out with it.
I didn't hear that. You can't admit that.
Oh man.
It was like you.
It has got no tags. It's got no match. It does.
That's not a sock. That's a mitten.
Oh, okay.
It's a mitten for a man with no thumbs. A mom with no thumbs. World's coolest mom.
Yeah.
You can't admit in the air that you took that sock.
I said I may have,
Oh, true.
or I may have
you
paid
allegedly.
for it. Yep.
Allegedly.
Yep.
Found
So
this.
I cleaned up at the general. All
did
the
good.
stuff for moms.
What sucks is the one that's missing is the best one.
Think so?
World's coolest mom. Yeah, I like those.
Oh, you can wear that one if you want.
Well, what am I going to do with one?
Exactly. That's what I thought the general would think.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Even if we would, but you could have paid the 9 cents you were under for this one and then made us feel. Hi, Andy.
Less like criminals.
Mom. World's coolest mom.
Gosh.
All right. I
Yeah.
like it.
So there you go.
You did good. You did really good.
You guys can each take one of these and give them to your mothers.
Yeah. I'll hold
Sure,
on
she
to
would
those.
really appreciate that.
Yes.
Seems like her style.
That soup mug, I do think we could flip.
See, maybe we just hoard this stuff and flip it next year at Mom Fest.
Oh,
Dude.
we need a little booth at Mom Fest.
Yeah.
Come with your mom.
Really get them coming, yeah.
Come to Mom Fest. Come get a booth. Come shopping. Come to Mom Fest.
Yep.
Just come.
Come with your daughter.
Yep. Stop.
Come with your son.
Yep.
As long as we're talking about Mom Fest, we should save the events for last. Yeah. Do I hear Karen coming yet, or did she forget about us?
No
Still has
Karen
time.
sighting yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I want to tell you my favorite story of the week was this
Okay.
kid from
Yes, mine too.
from I think it's
Yes.
Prairie du Chien.
Yes, who invited everyone to the
Yeah,
grand.
this is awesome.
Yeah, the senior uses a billboard to invite the entire town to his grad party.
That's best.
Yeah, that is awesome. And you're supposed to RSVP. You're supposed to text "I'm in" to his cell phone to let him know that you're coming, so he
Yeah.
can plan ahead.
How much was the billboard?
I think they said $500.
It was supposed to be $750, but they thought it was cool, so they gave him a deal. $500.
I thought it was just the best. And the billboard, it's like him like pointing at you, isn't it?
It's him pointing at you. He's got a visor on sideways in like a suit, and it says Jacob's Epic Grad Party.
May 29th. Text I'm in, and his phone number's still on there.
Yeah.
Should we go?
Should we go? Yes. Text I'm in. You know what? Can you imagine? He's probably getting a bunch of crap
Dude,
like
text
that
him right now and see if you get a response.
Who is this?
Please.
What does he care as long as you bring a card with $20 in
He
it?
gets 3 I'm-ins from 715
Prairie du
area
Chien's
codes.
way over by
yeah.
La Crosse,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, south of La Crosse, between
Yeah.
La Crosse and Dubuque on the border.
Yeah.
I was just looking to see if I could
That's a
make,
4-hour drive and then some.
if I could make
If
the
this
trip
dude
down there.
wasn't cool in high school, he is now.
I think something tells
Yeah.
me he was.
Yeah, I think
Something
he
tells
probably
me he
would.
pulled this off.
May 29th, that's this weekend. We better get
Doesn't
going.
say anything about social distancing or being immunized.
Heck no.
Oh, it says he used an app to generate a different phone number, so it is not his cell on display for everyone to see.
Oh.
Good for him. He's smart.
Smart, yeah.
Oh, there's going to be tacos and
Yeah.
tamales and popcorn, cotton candy.
It's like a freaking fair.
Yep. I don't care if they're this jar
We
for the
should
free
have
food.
listed this under events.
Maybe.
We
Yeah.
should have talked about this under events.
This is
Yep.
sweet.
Yep. Everybody's welcome. I don't care if they're just there for the free food. Why not? I enjoy the company.
This guy's awesome.
Yep.
Can we get an interview with him?
Yeah, I want to be
I bet we
Jacob's
could.
friend.
Yep.
We got to try and get an
Okay.
interview with him.
Karen's here.
His graduation party is May 29th. That's next
Yep.
Saturday.
If anyone's down in the Prairie du Chien area looking for something to do on,
or that's this upcoming Saturday,
yeah,
right?
Jacob's
yeah.
your man.
Anything to do on Saturday? Stop in at Jacob's Epic Grad Party.
Yeah, text Jacob 608-291-4569. I'm in and you're in.
Awesome.
Jacob's graduation party. If anyone goes to Jacob's graduation party, we'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, we
wanna
really
hear
would.
how it went.
Yeah.
Karen, we're ready for Karen. The Karen review this week. We talked about Oconomowoc last week. What was the story out of Oconomowoc? I don't even know if I remember.
They got a minor league baseball team.
Oh, yeah. Minor league baseball. So it's Lucky Chucky's Beach Bar and Grill in Oconomowoc, 4.3 stars.
Nice name.
You like that, don't you?
433 reviews. Again, Lucky Chucky's. Karen left us this review.
This place is anything but lucky. Our dining experience could hardly have been worse. Our server didn't realize we were sitting at her table. We ordered drinks that never came. Our food arrived before we even received a drop of water. And my fried chicken even came complete with a mayfly inside. I will not be returning.
So, 1 star. Do you think the 1 star is from the bad service?
Or the mayfly.
No drinks, or the mayfly. I do want to note that the date on this review, it says 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Well, so the mayflies,
it's
in
a real
their
thing.
defense, the mayflies were out. It was
is
May.
hatching.
It
Yeah.
was May.
Yeah.
Is it like the locusts, and they were working them into their menu?
I
Did
just
you
find
see
it
those?
funny that they even identified it as a mayfly. 'Cause not a lot of people would know that. They just call it like a bug or an insect. You know, it's a mayfly inside of my chicken.
And a mayflies, they're like their little exoskeletons are relatively small, like skinny. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It had to be like squashed perfectly in there. Maybe its big, large wings were identifiable.
Do you know what mayflies become?
No.
Dragonflies or damselflies.
Mayflies become dragonflies?
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
I thought mayflies became mayflies. Don't they?
Family
hatch?
Ephemeroptera.
No, you're making that up.
Not.
Mayflies don't. How could a mayfly become a dragonfly? I thought the larvae hatched into a mayfly. I thought those little things that swim in the lake, those little things you can see in like April.
Maybe
and May.
they're just in the same family then?
Yeah,
I could be wrong
I
on
think
that.
you're confused.
Yeah, I'm
my
sorry
friend.
about that.
Yeah, I think that those little like tiny things you see swimming in the lakes are what hatch into mayflies, and then they don't hatch. The mayfly doesn't hatch into a dragonfly.
I thought they like cocooned up or something weird.
Boy, you need to do your homework on that because if
Yeah,
you're
I'm
right,
sorry.
I need to know that.
No, I very well could be wrong. I think they're in the same family as dragonflies and mayflies,
They
or
look
I mean,
similar.
it's damselflies, and that's where I got
Okay.
thrown out.
Boy, you can't throw facts like that out.
Well,
with,
I'm gonna
with
look
our
it up.
listenership.
No.
So anyway, back to the Karen review,
Yeah.
from identifying her mayfly. Have you seen that they're using those locusts that have hatched as like food delicacies now in the cities that are getting hammered by them?
You.
I heard something about that.
They're doing everything.
Cicadas, those things you're talking
Yeah.
about? Yeah.
Oh, what did I say?
I don't remember.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, those things. They're like chocolate covering them, deep frying them, cooking them with like stir fry.
No, I hadn't heard that.
Yeah. So this woman shouldn't be upset. It was just Lucky
Ah.
Chucky's trying to
Class it up. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Expand your palate a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was mistaken. They are in the same family as dragonflies. That's what I was.
Okay.
That's where I was going
All
with
right,
that.
you're forgiven.
Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, there, hey,
Well, speaking of Oconomowoc, where Lucky Chucky's is,
talking.
did you see? Let's see. There was an ex-financial advisor
Keep
from
talking.
Oconomowoc
Keep talking.
who stole $2.6 million
Mama million.
from clients, including his own parents,
Meh.
and he's going to go to prison.
Meh.
Yep.
5 years.
Yep.
How
5
did
years
he
in the
do
clink.
it? Just fake investments. Type thing?
Yeah, exactly.
For about about 6 years, he persuaded his clients, who were mostly elderly, to invest in fictitious Mutual of Omaha accounts, where he claimed they would perform better. They would perform better for them. Instead, he put more than $2.6 million of client funds into his own bank account, used it to pay off his credit card, mortgage, child support, student loans for his son, home improvements and vacations, and more than 80 G's at Tiffany's.
What?
Yeah.
How did he not think he's gonna?
That-
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It said
Just
that
right-
he basically got caught because people started questioning why they weren't getting like their tax forms and stuff. at
Is
the
there
end
a
of the year.
picture of this guy?
Yep. That's him right there. He looks.
Like a crook.
Oh,
Well, he looks like he. Well,
he looks like a financial
What
advisor.
an
that
idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 80 grand at Tiffany's. So did his wife just think that he was the best financial advisor
Well,
ever?
if he's child supported, probably ex-wife. He's
Yeah.
probably trying
Well,
to.
then what was he buying at Tiffany's? Girlfriend gifts?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why
He's
he had an
rich.
ex.
He's got money floating around. You know.
Oh, wow.
Yep. 27 victims.
He's 51, it says.
51, yep. Pleaded guilty to 3 counts of wire fraud. $2.6 million. Just living his life.
Stealing from his family.
Putting
Not
it-
caring
yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
Well,
Real scumball.
he was in Oconomowoc,
Yep.
which is nowhere near Superior. But had he been in Superior, the all-new female police force that they swore in this week could have arrested him.
Yeah, the Superior Police Department welcomed its first full class of female officers. That's nice.
Was
pretty
that
cool.
coincidental, I assume, or
I would have to imagine.
yeah, I can't imagine they just decided we're going all female staff this year.
And I did look up women policing. Women make up about 12.6% of all U.S. sworn officers.
Really?
Oh, that's a good stat.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know where I would have guessed that.
I think
to
I would have
be.
guessed a tiny bit higher, closer to 25%.
Yeah, I think
is
that's
where I would
right
have
where
been.
I'd have been 1 out of 4.
Yeah.
More like 1 out of 8. I guess. I don't know. You think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
so then the percentage is going up in Superior.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, Superior is now like they got to be way above the national average. I wonder how many police are on their staff total. Does it say in Superior? What is Superior about? 20,000 people? Not even 10.
I'm not sure.
Population of Superior,
Looking it up.
Got it?
probably 10ish. Which is what is the 10ish joke?
That's the time that Sean Connery shows up to Wimbledon.
10ish.
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 20. You're looking at like 26, 27,000.
Does that include the university then? Probably not. Do they?
The university probably has their campus police, but
No, but I meant like
Oh, yeah.
population never includes the university
No,
because they're
no.
not considered, right?
About 26,000. So that's in the 2019 census.
And then what is the university? Probably have 8,000 students. Less than that. University of Superior.
I don't know.
Superior.
2,600
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
it?
total enrollment.
Yeah, I guess. What I say 8,000? That would have been high. That's like Madison. I'm an idiot.
That's okay,
Why don't you just say you're an idiot
because I don't think that all the time.
Oh,
all the time? I only thought that once today about you when you told
Thanks.
me mayflies hatched into
Yeah, sorry.
dragonflies.
I got confused.
But I didn't say you're an idiot.
You know, I could go into a long story on where I got confused there but I won't. I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay.
Leave the listeners wondering.
If you had
'cause I'm
said
sure
it-
they
If
care.
you hadn't said long, I would have made
Exactly. Well, we can jump into another area of the state, totally different side, that if these police officers were there, they maybe could have helped this man. Went swimming in a pond in Black River Falls and never made it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what was up with
well,
that?
this is one a sad story, but
Yeah.
but when you read it, if this was like a movie plot, you'd think this is ridiculous. A 38-year-old man from Alaska attempted to swim across a pond at the Best Western.
Yeah.
So
in
like
Black
the
River
premise
Falls.
of it is just like silly. I'm gonna swim a pond.
Was it at like 1:30 a.m.?
I don't know.
I think it was like.
Oh, it was super early. Yeah.
It was, no, it was
But
like.
that's what I'm saying. Was it alcohol induced?
Maybe.
Likely.
The 911 call was made about 3 a.m. on Sunday.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. I just keep like when I read this, it is a sad story, but my mind instantly went to Carl from Caddyshack. The pond's
Pool
good
or
for
the
you.
pond.
Yeah,
Yeah, pool or the
pond's
pond.
good for you.
Well, what I immediately went to is for some reason I immediately gave somebody from Alaska more credit as being a better swimmer than someone else. I was like, hey, they should be tougher.
Well, maybe better in the cold.
Fend
but
off
not-
grizzlies,
Yeah.
swim across.
Yeah, he probably survived a
Bison.
few grizzly attacks in his life, but it was the pond at the Best Western that got him.
Yeah, that's just a messed up story.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a guy who collects typewriters, and he somehow heard that Tom Hanks collects typewriters. A guy from Wisconsin.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
He typed a note to Tom Hanks, and Tom Hanks typed a note back to him.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool too. So I was thinking, when we want interview guests, I should start typing out my letters.
Maybe.
Does that make you look like a serial killer if you don't collect typewriters, or does that make you look
I think
like?
more of like the scrapbook style notes make you look like a serial killer when you're cutting letters out of
Golly,
magazines. but
I think an old school typewriter note is almost just as bad
Yeah.
because there was a picture of the one Tom Hanks sent back.
yeah,
It was pretty sketchy.
yeah, it's pretty creepy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, because the ribbon, like the typewriter ribbon was out, so like the letters are like kind of weak, and you can see some better than others, so it looks.
And he made his corrections like he just hand wrote
By
them.
hand. Yeah.
That's boss. That's
It is.
Yeah, it is
and,
cool.
And this guy in
I was super
Wisconsin
jealous.
was inspired to collect typewriters because of Tom Hanks.
Yeah, it was part of a documentary or something like
and
that.
he saw that Tom Hanks was really into it, and he's decided that he actually said watching this documentary was kind of a religious experience for me. I recommend everyone watch it. So he started collecting typewriters, and sent a
Yeah,
letter to
apparently-
Forrest Gump himself.
Apparently, Tom Hanks has been collecting them since he was a teenager, and at one point he had hundreds and hundreds of them. Now I think he's down to like 120 or something like
How
that.
would you
but-
display a typewriter collection like on a shelf?
Shelves? Yeah.
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 When you're Tom
And
Hanks, you have
some
a
of
whole
them are
room full.
kind of small and cool. Like,
Yeah.
do you guys collect anything?
I collect antique fishing lures.
No, I have a small collection of those. My mom used to get me one for my birthday every year. I probably have
I got
2 dozen.
pretty into it when I was like in high school and college and can actually afford to spend money on things that weren't involved with like living. You know, and I haven't
parents
bought
took
one
care of that
since.
part,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I haven't bought a lot since, but I have a pretty good collection of them.
Yeah, they don't. They should hold their value. It's not like it's.
Oh yeah,
anything,
big
you know.
time. Get the right ones.
You a collector of anything, Andrew?
Not currently. When I was younger, I was big into basketball cards.
Yeah, I had a fantastic collection of cards myself. That I think rotted away in my parents' basement.
Sure.
I still have all mine.
Nice.
Probably time to go through them again, but yeah, it's been a while.
I had a mint Honus Wagner.
I bet you did.
Bet you did.
Bonus.
Oh, well, we're on the sports topic.
Sure.
We typically don't talk about the Packers or
Yeah.
Karen Rodgers, but Karen had the
Karen.
interview with Kenny Mayne last night. It's Kenny Mayne, right?
Yep, that's right.
It was only a few minutes long. He didn't disclose much other than he was unhappy with.
He pretty much said he is happy with everybody, except he didn't talk about the upper management whatsoever.
He said, he loves playing for Green Bay, loves the fan base, he loves his teammates, he loves the coaching staff. He said it's just a matter of character and how things are handled. You know what? Goes for you too, buddy.
He's so cryptic like that. He loves just poking just a little bit and like,
Yeah.
hey, try to guess what I'm talking about. Try to figure out what I'm saying. Isn't this fun? No, it's only fun for Karen.
Be a good.
It's not fun for us.
Be a good politician.
I guess I can feel his pain in the sense that it's like, but this is not just the Packers. It's NFL wide.
Thank you.
You know,
Yeah.
Julio Jones is upset right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Any GM is going to have to think that way.
Everyone's taking things so personally into the NFL now. It's just like business is business, and stop getting.
It's a very
all upset
lucrative
about it.
business too.
Right.
yeah, I don't know. It's like I see both sides of this. I will say I err more to like I get it's a business, you know, but he's under a contract. So if he says it's about how they're treating people, what is it? Is it that we're not signing the right people or we're letting people go? It's all about like, hey, if you want to be the GM, but you're the quarterback.
Right. See, he wants to be the decision maker up with them, and he's a quarterback.
Yeah.
So.
I don't ever know. You know, back in the day, Curly Lambeau might have made decisions and played at the same time, but those days are gone.
Yeah, player coach. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he didn't reveal much other than, I am upset. That's the first time, really, you think about it, though. We've seen this in the news now for, over a month?
Yeah.
And this is the first time he's actually confirmed, I am pissed off.
And he didn't go to
I'm not coming
OTAs.
back.
He didn't show up first
Right.
day. So.
And he usually does, they said.
Yep.
So we'll see. Like I think June 8th or something like that is the first date they have to actually show up. So we'll
See
see,
if he
if
holds out.
Yep, if he becomes a holdout at that point.
I have such mixed emotions on this because it's clear to me that having a star quarterback in the NFL
Yeah, I know.
is what
Yeah.
makes you a winning team.
Yeah.
You know, but at this point, it's like, even if he comes back, is he ever going to be happy?
I know. I'm with you. I don't know what the best situation is right
Yeah.
now. Makes me sad either way.
I go back to where I was really wishing we were going to trade him for Russell Wilson.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know, it's like, because that, I don't know. I don't want to see him go, but at this point, I just can't see him ever being happy.
Well, like you said, if he comes back, then how's he even going to play? Is he going to care? I want to think he would, because he, like he says, he still has a good relationship with his players.
Yeah, and he wants to win, I would think.
Right.
He's clearly a guy who wants
And Green
to
Bay
win.
gives him the best chance to. I mean,
Yeah.
one of the best
right. Where
chances
is he
to win
gonna
in the
go?
NFL.
Where is he going to go that he has?
Right.
Yeah, right.
So, all right.
Well, so we'll keep following Karen.
Yep.
Well, we've got some events.
Yeah, a lot of events coming up this weekend, Memorial Day weekend.
Yep. Well, they're kind of all around the state. In Albany, they're having. I just thought this was the title. Yesteryear's Weekend.
Albany.
Albany.
That's in New York.
Yeah, no. Albany.
It is in New York, but I didn't know there was an Albany, Wisconsin.
There is. It's in Greene County.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and find some neighboring. It's very small, I guess. Let's see. What are we kind of south of New Glarus, Evansville, Monroe over there? So yeah, it's a community celebration, Memorial Day weekend. They have a little fun run, a carnival, kiddie tractor pull, a pedal pull.
Yesteryear's weekend.
Yeah, so that's just kind of a silly name, I thought. Yesteryear's week.
To explain, like it's like a lot of like vintage tractors and farming type.
Yeah, I think
centric.
I think it's more of a Heritage Days kind of thing. There's also going to be duck races on the Sugar River.
Oh, cool. I like that.
That's one thing. Speaking of old stuff, they have Old World, Wisconsin, you can drive around in. I'm not exactly sure. I've never been to Old World, Wisconsin in Eagle, which is down by Mukwonago and Whitewater, that area, Waukesha.
I was thinking Eagle was like west on.
So
70.
basically, people come to this in their vehicles and they just drive around and get a tour, right?
Yeah,
Just like,
I think normally you'd probably be able to. I don't know, maybe you'd normally be able to get out and look at all the things. You know, just kind of like a walking museum, basically. See all the old.
says
Are
that-
these all abandoned?
No, I think it's part of it, like a museum historical thing.
Oh.
It says guests can also pre-order snack packs for this one, and a snack pack menu includes a pack of cheese curds, pack of pre-sliced Usinger's summer sausage, 8 ounces of fresh asparagus, and Parmesan salad,
Usinger's sausage,
Yeah.
Bob Euchre.
2 lemon cookies, 2 sugar cookies, a bag of red and green mixed grapes,
Damn,
and
sign me
2
up.
Calypso lemonades.
Sign me up.
Yeah, that
Sweet.
sounds like a heck of a snack pack.
It is. Did you get that for nothing, or you gotta buy it?
That's an extra $25.
That's extra $25.
Well,
right there.
oh my God, no wonder why. That's not $25 worth of stuff.
Depends how good the cheese curds are.
True that.
Yep. So that's explore Old World, Wisconsin,
Hey,
in Eagle. Oh, yeah.
Rhubarb is ready to pick right now.
I've been harvesting like crazy last week.
I saw that.
Yeah.
So Rhubarb Fest,
Yeah.
Memorial Day weekend or the first weekend in June. If
Yeah.
the Three Lakes Chamber does not take up my recommendation of Rhubarb Fest, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah, ours is going crazy right now.
It's such a good idea,
It really is.
and I do think it would be like. I thought you were the one that didn't even like it,
I don't. But I know I am one of the minority in that, so I still think it'd be a good idea.
but
for
you
a
liked
fest.
the rhubarb soda, right?
I did. Yeah.
Oh,
And I like
yeah,
the
that was good.
the leather, the fruit leather, the strips.
Oh, you
whatever.
liked that, too?
Yeah, I did.
I should gather as much as I can and see what else I can concoct. If we, I wish we had the time and energy to
Now,
do our own rhubarb fest.
There
and
are
cheese curd
rhubarb fests in Wisconsin.
We found one in Osceola, but
There's one in New London on the 12th of June, 4th annual rhubarb fest.
Fourth annual. See, we've been talking about this for at least a year. or two.
June 19th in Shawano, there's a rhubarb fest. So there.
What do they do at rhubarb fest in those areas? Do they have fruit leather and rhubarb soda?
I highly doubt it.
I'll let you look those up while I talk about some other events.
Yeah, because
there's
that's such a
Wisconsin
common thing to
Canoe
find.
Heritage Day up in Spooner.
I actually think that would be really cool.
I do
because-
too.
Yeah.
Celebrate the history of canoes with live music.
Some of those old wooden canoes, like
so
just
cool.
handcrafted ones.
and a,
so
beautiful.
cool.
Yep, and a canoe and a wooden boat show in front of a former grain elevator turned museum. So yeah,
like
canoe Heritage Days in Spooner. And the world's largest Bratfest, although this year it's virtual or no, it's different. It's
Wait, what did you
what?
say that is?
Yeah.
world's largest Bratfest.
I thought that was the world's largest brat
Oh,
fest.
that's right.
And look
Because
at
they
the
had
picture.
a picture of
Yeah.
a bunch of little
Yeah.
kids,
Yeah.
and they looked a little bratty. Mm-hmm. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. What if they're listeners?
They seriously look like the
They're
nicest
not.
family you've ever seen. They do.
No,
So
why
it's-
isn't it the world's
well-
largest brat fest this year?
Well,
Because they
it's
had to
usually
scale it back?
it's usually a big in-person festival at the Alliance Center. This year they're doing it where it's just going to be like it's different selected spots around Madison, around Dane County, I think, and you just kind of drive yourself around to these different spots and get brats.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's so
Lame.
That's not. It's
Bummer.
no longer the world's largest brat fest if that's the case.
It's the world's largest like poker run brat fest.
Yeah. See, now that's a cool idea.
Every place you eat a brat, you get a stamp.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be a cool
That's
idea.
that's probably maybe what they're doing.
A brat poker run.
Yeah.
But call it that then.
Yeah, that, why don't they call it that? You get a little like bingo like card, and everywhere
Yeah.
you eat a brat, and if you
Yep.
bring back your full card of brats, number one, you'd be full.
Very.
But if your card was full, yeah, that's a
You
sweet
get
idea.
some sort of like sweet T-shirt that says "I did it."
Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, why do
I don't
we
know.
should be
I know.
event
We
planners?
really should.
Because our events
Ooh.
are way more fun than the people who actually do it.
There is a lot of places on this. I'm gonna just scroll through this list. You guys can
Oh
take
wow,
a
I
look.
see that. Oh wow, there's like 50, 60. There's more than that.
Oh yeah, there's
Where is
hundreds.
this?
This is all over Dane County.
So they all just serve what? It's not like they're making their own brats. They're not like.
There's no way there's that many homemade brats.
No, but it's
There
just all the
is.
places you can go have
Well,
a brat.
so the Brat Fest plans to provide Johnsonville brats to participating sports bars and restaurants across Dane County. So I think it's just the idea is to get you to go to different places. I think is go to these establishments, get yourself a brat for Brat Fest, and
Well, you could still do like a brat poker run where once you had
Yep.
12 different places
Yeah.
stamped in.
Yep.
yep.
Could you eat a dozen brats over the course of a day?
Oh,
I don't think I could.
I want to try that
I bet I could probably get at least a good 6. I
Okay,
would
let's
think.
let's say we started at
over the course of a
11.
day. Oh yeah,
If
Yeah,
you started
I
at
guess more.
11,
6 would be easy. 2 for breakfast, 2 for lunch, 2
You're
for
right.
dinner.
True.
Back when I was fatter
One
than
in
I am
between.
now,
One
I used
between.
to push 3 down on any given meal.
Yeah. Especially if you started going naked with them at the end. If you're just eating a brat, no bun and stuff, you could get. I bet you could get a dozen in.
I think if you went from like 11 a.m., meaning before lunch, and you stopped around 7, 8 p.m., I think I could do a dozen pretty easy.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say pretty easy.
Well, summer's coming. We can find out if you.
Is that another thing? In addition to shooting Eric in the gut with a BB gun, should we see if he can eat 12 brats?
I bet he.
No, because we're back to eating food then again.
No, we won't. We'll just talk about
Right.
it.
Okay.
Right. I think he might be up for that.
You think he'd be up for eating 12 brats from 11 to...
Well,
Well,
you
no,
know,
we'd do it. We'd start at 7 a.m. and we'd give him until he leaves. Well, let's be real. 7:05 a.m. when he comes in. And then when he leaves at 4:28 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if he doesn't eat them, we shoot him in the gut with a BB gun.
For everyone he can't eat, he gets shot in the gut with a BB gun.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I like it.
Well,
Yeah.
We did
another
a lot.
episode.
Yeah,
What episode was this anyway?
29.
I feel like this one went better than last week.
Well, because we didn't sit in silence
Yeah.
eating.
Well, we had a lot. There was a lot of good news, and we had a lot of stuff from the general, and
Yeah, well done at the general.
and we didn't hear from Eric. So
Right.
Yeah,
That helps.
Yeah, there was no show-stopping screech.
Well, yeah. I hope everyone enjoys their Memorial Day weekend coming up.
Yep, and good afternoon, good evening.
and good night.